It's the Red River Farm Network Crop Tour presented by Pioneer. We have made our way north to the Roseau area, South 89 seed. Amy Broading is with us. First of all, Amy, thanks for hosting us once again.
Oh, for sure.
It's always one of my favorite stops.
Glad you could come way up north.
Oh, it's great. You got some beautiful corn. Let's talk about this particular hybrid that we have here.
Sure. So we have P74 691. It was brand new last year. We had just a few bags of it last year that we were able to split on a field of 73-day corn that was kind of our favorite for a long time. And this one performed really well against that one, and so we replaced a lot of units of that 73-day with this one for this season. And I'm really happy with what I'm seeing this year out in the field. You can see we picked a few cobs. The average kernel count is 600. What's probably the coolest story about this year is we've really had really nice GDU accumulation. And so we're sitting right here. This plot was planted May 5th, and we've got 1660 GDUs so far. So if you look on this sign, we need 1730 for this hybrid to finish. So we're like 100 GDUs to finish. And as we
Who would think I'd have to go to Roseau to find the corn that's closest to maturity?
Yeah, for sure. So, and when we were picking cobs and looking at them a little bit closer, there's not much milk left. So, I mean, I think it's trending with what our GDU accumulation is currently. So, I'm excited to see this one finish. It's got a really nice cob size. And I think some of our growers that tried this one for the first time this year are going to be really happy.
You put that yield estimator app to work. Some pretty dramatic numbers here.
Yeah, 214. We'll see what the combine says, of course. But, we used a kernel count, I think, of 95,000. So, and our stands are maybe a little bit higher here, too, 34,000. Those stand counts were taken earlier this year upon emergence. So, yeah.
It's pretty exciting. You were showing us some other hybrids as well, and just how close we are. It's a fun story to tell.
It is. So from 74 in Pioneer's lineup of early corn, we actually have a 71, a 72, 73, and then the 74 and a 75. And all of those products are sub 200 GDUs to finish. So kind of an average this time of the year, we're going to get somewhere between 50 and 75 GDUs a week. So I mean, like we're not like maybe big iron, maybe,
Sure.
Maybe we'll see some black layer. That'd be pretty cool.
It's a pretty good testament to the genetics that we're dealing with.
Yes. Pioneer has always had really good early day corn, and hence why we've been so successful.
Phenomenal. We're going to switch over to the soybean story and bring Blaine into the story. Blaine Kreil with us, associate with South 89 Seed here. We've got some beautiful soybeans as well in this region. They look like gangbusters.
Yeah, they look really good so far. Hopefully we can get some good weather coming up to help finish strong.
So tell me about these varieties we've got in front of us.
So these two varieties I have picked here, these are brand new last year, first year for commercial selling. Both of these early varieties come with a cyst trait. So up here in the north, all of the earlier varieties previously haven't really had a cyst trait with them. So it's pretty exciting now that we have an option to lead into, because we are starting to see more and more cyst pressure up here. So
just looking at the beans on our travels north, we got a lot of height to them and looks like they're full of pods.
Yeah, yep, everything looks really good. We've had a really good growing season so far this year. So, and as you can see here, we're starting to see some color change in the 007 here, which is earlier than our 00. So,
good news. Amy, you got some canola here as well in the region. Yeah, let me follow you over here on the side.
So pretty cool thing. We're growing our canola business. We finally have some really good pod shatter technology. So you'll see that indicated by PSP, and that this product, this 520, was brand new last year, and so we got to play around with it and test it out, and yield looked pretty good on it last year. Yield looks good on it this year as well, but I'm most excited about P1540 going forward, and this one shows maybe a 10% yield advantage over our current lineup. So I'm pretty excited. It's got the pod shatter. It's kind of got all of the traits that we want.
That's pretty significant. Talk to me about this year. We learned with the corn and where we're, very close to maturity, those kind of things. When did we get in the ground? I know we've had a lot of moisture in this region.
Sure. Yeah, so we had a pretty decent early planting season, and it was really warm to start with. So this plot was, like I said, it was planted on the 5th, and a lot of stuff was planted closer to the 10th. There was 100 GDUs difference between the 5th and the 10th. I don't know if you remember those days, but there was like 3 days above 90. So I think we're going to see some differences out in the countryside based upon planting date. And you can already see that too. There's a lot of uneven emergence this year. We didn't get a nice rain to kind of finish the planting season and give us that perfect emergence. So it was a little bit frustrating. Things have evened out as the year has progressed on. Had a couple dates, not so long ago, that we're close to a frost here. So we've had a few different weather scenarios, lots of smoke for like about a month there around the end of July, beginning of August. Some wind events. It's kind of been a handful, but I mean, honestly, a really nice growing season, and there's a big crop to bring in.
That's phenomenal. We need every bushel these days.
We do with these prices, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly right. I said about the kind of persistent rains. I know you guys got wheat coming off as well. That's got to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's been one rain shower and drops out of the sky every other day, and we finally hit some dry wheat yesterday. I'm hoping these clouds can subside and we can get back out in the field this afternoon.
I actually felt a drop over, but
Yeah,
started recording.
I know.
You got a field day coming up?
We do. Next Wednesday, September 3rd, we do our annual, it's kind of like a customer appreciation supper, but we are going to do, we're going to spend about a half hour talking about all the corn in this plot that night, as well as the soybeans across the road, and we're going to spend some time talking about canola, like we just did.
Well, it's always a great field day here, appreciation night you guys have. Thanks for hosting us.
Thanks, Don.
Again, Amy Broding with us, talking to Blaine Kreil as well. South 89 seed, we are in that Roseau area of Minnesota, northwest Minnesota. I'm Don Wick along with Jamie Dickerman here on the Red River Farm Network Crop Tour, presented by Pioneer.